Remember, people walk like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They walk quickly. It's very hard to catch that full mince and that. I've got an itch, sorry. That full mince and that soldier's mark. If you wear a pair of spy glasses like I do, you can record anyone at any time. Go home and review your situation. When I first started doing this, and I went up Cleethorpes where I knew there was going to be lots of people, I literally thought I was surrounded by flip-flops. Literally thought, in the beginning, that first night, I thought I was the only man on earth. I really did. I thought it was, the whole world was was against me. It was a game just for me. That's what I was thinking the first night I discovered this. I just thought they were everywhere. And when I went out and I wasn't very good at it, I thought I've made lots of mistakes. You mistake certain midsections like this, where the knee, someone says that, no, that's straight, that's a man. And it's not, it's a woman. The knees flicking outward, the foot's flicking outward. That's a man, straight knees, knees forward, feet forward. You have to learn to do this for yourself, you really do. Stand your ground until you know this subject. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. Ollie Valance with a big thick neck. Doing a dirty baffo. Fails forensics. You don't need any more. Look, there's another dig work and there's straight legs, knees together. Look at the difference. Learn these shapes. And when you get used to seeing them, you'll instantly know. Diamond from dig work, it's a woman. Straight legs, knees together, knee punching forward, it's a man. Just by a single frame. Holly Valance fails forensics, boys and girls. It's a dude. But I've taught you, it's all of them. Those that tell lies to you will tell you it's not all of them. And there's lots of people out there, including the twat I just blocked on Twitter, that it's not all of them. I went to school with one. He's definitely a guy. What, because you went to school with him, that makes him a guy, does it? He was sat with all the boys. He's got a boy's name. Does that make him a boy, does it? Same with this. Just because a male, look, in the name. Just because it's got a female name, a Marla, it doesn't make it a woman. It says OXO on the side of buses, but I can't get any for sale off the bus driver, you know? And that's what we're looking at. Same problem. People think because they went to school with someone, it makes them that gender. Look at that chin to tie ratio. I'm done. Right there, that's a man. Right there. I don't know how many I went to school with. All I can tell you is Amanda gave me a love bite. I wish I still had Facebook and that with Amanda and that on it, because then I could go look at the friends and see how many of the friends that I went to school with are secretly flipped as well. It panics me because Amanda hangs around with all the girls that I used to hang around. Amanda wasn't there very often, but the girls that I grew up and love as friends were all best mates with her. When I bumped into one of my other friends who hangs around with her, been to a wedding, best mates with her. When I called her out, when I showed her, first of all I showed her the skulls, my friend. I showed her the skulls. And then I showed her the difference in men and women walking. Then I started showing her celebrities. And her face started to drop as she could see men were walking like women, women walking like men. I went, you know where this is going? She went, no. And she's so innocent. And I went straight to the back of the book to Amanda's husband, Jack. I went, does Jack walk like a man or a woman? She went, a woman? I went, that's right. Your mate, Amanda, has been lying to your face all your life. It's in the name. Do you get it? Amanda. And I could see it in my friend's face, that recognition of that name. Amanda. In your face. And when I told her you pinned me down with Amanda and let Amanda give me a love bite, my friend couldn't even remember doing it. And my friend has also got son and man code. And the other friend I want to speak to is also another son and man code. along with Amanda. Amanda is a son and man code. Amanda's got both. The son in the surname, the man in the first name. And they're friends with Amanda. So they're the flat earth deniers as well. So all of these things add up, don't they? You've all been through it, right? You've been through it in your memories, your school friends. When I realised Amanda had given me that love bite and I knew Jack was a woman, the shudder that came through me, the shudder that... It was just, ugh. A bloke gave me a love bite and I didn't know. All my life I've been straight. Or at least I thought I was. Then I found out not only was I jacking off to men with boobs, I'd been pinned down and given a love bite. What else have I done in my life? Have I had sex with one of these things when I was drunk? I've got 2 one-night stands that are questionable. I just can't think back. It's just too far, 30 odd years ago. But the point is this: they've fooled us all our lives. If I myself at 14 went to school with one and was pinned down and given a love bite by him, what happened to you, ladies? How many girls have you been in intimate contact with and not known because you didn't realise you was looking at a female's skull? This is a man. He's got low set ears. He's got a very square jaw. It's been feminised, but look at the length on his neck. And Mark, right, we're just going to go to walking because it's an influencer. And I'm leaving. I'm done. Next. Blair White. American YouTube. You got no chance. Walking. For all you... Oh, maybe you have got me. Oh, maybe you have. There's a nice one there, if that's him. That's a perfect straight-legged man. Wait, I might have this one. I might have seen that. Have I seen this person before? It's the bow and arrow thing that's got me. Wait. Blair White. Paste. No, there's no pictures. There is a gate, though, and that's a second gate right there. What's going on there? What is that? Is that a midget or a child? Can't make my mind up. Whatever it is, it's a woman. 1, 2 gates for Blair White. I'm just going to check the back file. I'll take these 2 pictures. Save image 1. Barely worth making a video for, is it? It's only lasted a minute. Back, and I'll take that. Look at that peanut head there. Look at that dial M. Dial M for Mason's. It looks like the Google logo. 5 head, close set eyes, small, high set ears, 6 teeth on show, long nose, sloping jawline, pointed chin, no trachea, no meatball placement, no mastoids. Final answer, that's a girl. And this one is a dude. Look at the shadow caster. Look at that chin to tie ratio. Look at the flat, square shoulders, look. Right angle turns, look. Not sloping. Right angle turn, 90-degree turns everywhere, look, 90-degree turns. Blair, what are you in the back file before I do this? No. Don't take me there. I don't know where I'm going. Get off! Oh, did I just shut that? I don't know if I just shut that. I know I got it. Face. Not good enough. Not good enough. That will do it. Save image. Done. It's a dude. Final answer. Not really worth making into a video, is it? Mimi Keane, English actress. Let's have a look. Any relation to Roy Keane? Parents? No. Mimi Keane, images. That's a man. Final answer. Shadow casting, square jawline, wide mouth, wide eyes, rectangular, wide eyes. Earrings hanging in line with a mouth look. Wide ass cheekbones, a head that narrows inwards. Short sloping forehead, brow bone shining back at me. Mastoids, trachea, and a place to put a meatball. Final answer, that's a man. Mimi Keane. MK. Turkey Tree Father in the boy's name. Images. Open. Mimi Keane. Paste. Away she goes. Whilst it searches for him, we'll go after Mimi's gates. Yeah, final answer. That's a dude. Look at his neck. Final answer. There he is walking. Straight legs, knees together. Even under the dress, look, the knee is punching forward. Mimi Keane walking. Blair White is an openly trans woman. There's no such thing as a trans woman. Still a dude. Whatever. Square shoulders. Look at those clavicles. Not a strap in the world would climb over that mountain there. He's never had the problem of a bra strap falling over that shoulder. Look, right angle turns. Strong neckline. Place to put mama spicy meatball. Chin to tie ratio. The wide set face of a man is what I'm saying. Oh, I thought I was out of pictures then. Mimi Keane. There's not many walking pictures. Let's go back to the top. And there's one. Back file. Oh, we've already been and done it. Brink. Mimi Keane, 4 gates. Drop it. Done. Next, we'll cut you out, Mimi Keane, real quick. There he is. 433. Paste. Mimi Keane. Gotcha. Next, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Copy, open, back file, paste. Let's take the hyphen out of that name right there. Don't we all wish we'd known sooner? I wish I'd known from the age of 4. I wish I'd known about God. Well, I did. My mum told me, but I didn't believe her because she was Roman Catholic and sent us to church and all this. It didn't make any sense to me. If she'd explained God to me through skeletons, oh my gosh, the way I described it to Horatio, the way I'm going to describe it to Harrison, there'll be no doubt in Harrison's mind that he is a child of God created in his image, and that the truth is the only thing that matters in this world. That's what my grandson's going to know. I can't wait to start teaching him sign language. Soon as he starts looking around, he's going to know everything. Toast, baked beans, bacon, sausages. He's going to be able to say stuff with his fingers before he can talk. Just like Horatio did. Aaron Taylor Johnson. You in my back file, Aaron. Still working on it. This is a girl. It doesn't matter whether someone says that they're openly something or not. Right? Here's your problem. Rachel Levine. This one is openly transgendered man, right? That's what you believe. It doesn't matter whether someone says they're openly something. This is a woman. This is not a man. This is a woman. Close set eyes, eye set ears. Widest at the top, not in the middle. Sloping jawline. I used to think it was a man. The way you did. What they did was they turned a woman into a man, made hair look masculine, and then told the world that it was just an open transgender, and it's not. It's a double flip-flop. Sometimes you get an open one like Schaefer, one like Blair White, like you just said. I still investigate regardless whether they're openly trans or not. This person's openly trans, but it's a lie. That's why we do it. It's not a man, it's a woman. It's a woman pretending to be a man, pretending to be a woman. That right there is as screwed up as Satan could make it, right? They've both got big 5 heads, look. Rachel's had his hair lifted, but regardless. I still see a girl. Double flip-flops. So it doesn't matter what they say about being open. They lie. They lie and they deceive. My mum forced me away from the church. I hated church because of my mum. I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in Jesus. Now it's different. When I went to my mum before she was dying, when I found out about the flat earth, and I told her, I found God. And she said, Peter, she wasn't Irish. Well, she's half Irish. She didn't speak Irish though. Peter, I've believed in God all my life. I said, I don't believe in God, Mum. I know there's a God. There's a difference. You believe in God. I know there's a God. I said, you believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus. I can't prove it. I've got all these witness statements written by a bunch of flip-flops. The only thing that stands the test of time is all the pointers towards him, being the Lamb of God, being the one that freed the world from Satan's evil trick on us. I have faith in Jesus Christ. I don't have faith in God. God is self-evident to me, always has been, from the beginning of flat earth. But the moment I realised the earth wasn't spinning and that God came to my forefront of my mind, it was Jesus I saw on a cross. And you could tell me that the MK Ultra people have brainwashed me to think that at that time. And I agree. They could have done. But there's something very earthly about Jesus and his ways and his words and his wisdom and the way that he cared. There's something, nothing devilish in him whatsoever. People are like, Jesus is Satan. No, he's not. You're getting them mixed up. You haven't read the Bible properly. You haven't listened to the Bible properly. Jesus said he was God. No, he didn't. He said, I am that I am. He said, me and the Father were one in the same. He didn't outrightly say he was God. He didn't outrightly say he was God in the flesh. I'll tell you what he did say outright though. He said he was the Son of Man. That's what he said. And that's why these people don't want you to have any faith. They don't want you to believe in yourself, son of man, woman of man, sons and women of man. He doesn't want you to, Satan doesn't want you to have that feeling. He don't want you to feel that secure. And I know you didn't ask for all of this, but it came. And you're big enough and strong enough to carry the heavy load, right? Aaron Taylor-Johnson's got pink lips, close-set eyes, a 5 head, a widow's peak. She's widest in the hairline. She's got small, high-set ears. Underneath that fuzzy-wuzzy was a woman beard.
Was there or wasn't there a woman? Fuzzy-wuzzy was a woman?
There you go. They love to tell you in the movies. Fuzzy-wuzzy was a woman, lot. God wants you to know the difference. He wants you to know how special you are. He wants you to know that these people not only communicate by the Son of Man code, and 2 first names and stupid names. They do it through symbols and symbology, and they block one eye. They wink at you with one eye. All written in the Holy Bible, that book that I'm not supposed to have any faith in. But I do. Because I've listened to it many times. It still rocks me. Passages from it absolutely rock me. And again, I'll say it. This topic is not in there. It's briefly nodded at. But it doesn't mention it, does it? It's missing. This is what Satan's done. Why is it not in the Holy Bible? Have they removed it? Did it used to have information about all of this happening to us? They may have removed it. I don't know. But the message is still there, right? Whether you're reading scriptures from the East or scriptures from the West, the message is that there is a God. I'm not going to get into splitting hairs with you about your God, my God. At the end of the day, whoever it is all of our gods. And these flip-flops have lied about him and pushed him away from all of us. See, I grew up in the West, so I believed in evolution. But if I'd grown up in the East, if I'd been born in a Muslim territory, an Islamic country, I would have known that evolution was a lie. They would have taught me that. But yet, all the Muslims and the Islamic people, they still believe in space. They still believe that NASA's up there. Satellites are up there. See, they lied about everything to everyone. So anybody who wants to tell me that the Bible is 100% the Word of God, you're going to have to prove it. First of all, you're going to have to tell me why God saw the gold and the gold was good. And you, not a single person in 13 years has answered me. Not one God-following person can answer that. What is God talking about? He saw the gold and the gold is good. What are you on about? Nobody can answer it because it shouldn't be there. It's a jeweler speaking. Jesus said, be good for the master if you're a slave, as you are for your master in heaven. What? No way did Jesus say that. That's a flip-flop talking. Slave driver. Jesus said, when you've got no cash, use a usury. What? He whipped the bankers, turned the tables. Someone did explain that once, actually, the usury. He said a usury was a warehouse where the community would put all their excess stuff that they didn't need. Clothing, beetroot, cabbages, whatever you grew, whatever you sold. If you had excess, you just leave it in a usury. So that new people who came to the town would have clothes and food and everything they'd need. That makes sense to me. But then I'm thinking, even back then they were selling eggs and everything in God's temple. These people didn't let anybody have anything for free. It just doesn't ring true with me. I'd like to think it was true, whoever it was who told me that. I'd like to think that was true. But I just think that's a banker talking, telling me to use usury notes, to get in debt, to use credit. That's how it feels to me. I'm still stuck. I don't have all the answers. I wish I did. But God said you're not supposed to have all the answers. You have to wait. You have to wait until you die. And then your soul, that body, can carry that information. This one can't handle all the answers. And I kind of believe that's true. People, if it came out on the news now, everything they'd done to us, all the stuff that we know to be true and people think are lies, there would be heart attacks and aneurysms all over the world. There would. All people would just be keeling over, left, right and centre. What do you mean the Pope's a woman? What do you mean there's no outer space? There'd be people croaking everywhere. There'd be riots. There'd be mass looting and everything. People would be up in arms. Now I understand why Jibby said to me that it will take 20 years for flat earth to become a normal thing. I'm 13 years in. I've got another 7. By that time, Harrison will be 7 years old. Like I told you, his teachers don't know what's going to hit him. When they start talking about Albert Einstein, Charles Darwin, left, right and centre. See, that's the power of God when he's properly inside you. Not these fake, lukewarm Christians that I've been listening to for years. If Mr. E was oh so good as you say, why doesn't he sing a song for natural girls like I did? If he believed in Christ the way I do, why don't he sing a song for Christ? And you're too late now, by the way, the lot of you wankers. Too late, I already did it. I was first to the post. In honour of my Heavenly Father. In honour of all the natural girls in the world that haven't had a normal song sung for them. Because the flip-flops want you to be once, twice, 3 times a lady. They want you to be 3 times a lady. Like a double flip-flop, maybe. I don't know. And lady sounds a lot like laddie, doesn't it? You're a woman. The reason I love the word woman for natural girls, are you listening, women, is because you have wombs. Womb man. I love it. I absolutely love it. God put it right in your name, woman. You are the life giver. You are the joy in this world. Every boy and girl in this world loves their mothers. Because you brought us into this world. You're the fairer of the two sexes. You're the one that doesn't do all, mostly, 99% of the time, you're not the nasty one. It's the husband that's the nasty one, the drunk, the belligerent one. It's always the bloke. Women are homely creatures. That's what you are, ladies. Earthly, homely, nurturing creatures. That's why men and women don't think the same. I understand it now. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, all that. Woman. That's what it is. Womb man. As far as God's perfect design goes, you were knitted together in your mother's womb. He created you perfect as you are. And anybody who's got special needs, this is not God's work. You are mistaken where that came from. It's not a natural thing. And any time I find something unnatural, I find one of these people behind it. People are like, you can't say my child's a mistake. I'm not saying your child's a mistake. I'm saying you made a mistake thinking that this is normal. These diseases, that's what we're talking about, disease, not viruses. We're talking about disease. Dies easy. These people, for the beginning of millennia, have been messing around with the human body. And in doing so, they had all these mistakes. In trying to blend a man and a woman together. That's the ultimate goal for these people, to do it, as Han says, in utero. I don't believe in utero either. You got a load of bollocks. You want to tell me that a girl is born like this, and inside the womb, this tiny little fetus that's no bigger than my thumbnail is receiving blasts of testosterone, turns him into a boy? I don't think so. Sounds like absolute cockamamie, la la land. I don't want to swear. It just sounds like nonsense to me. And whenever I hear nonsense, I find nonsense. I'd like to go to heaven. I'd like to go to heaven. I'd like to be with my family and friends, those that make it and are already. I think all the ones before us, they get to go because they didn't know this truth like we do. Those of us that know this truth and don't do anything about it, we're in big trouble. If you sit idle and don't tell people about this subject, or flat earth, or the pharmaceuticals, or the dietary system, or anything, if you're not talking freely about all these interesting, truthful subjects, God's going to ask you, when he prepares that table for you in heaven, he's going to ask you why you did not tell your friends and family. You were scared that they were going to call you crazy. Yeah. Welcome to the club. You thought you might get lobbed in a nut house. Welcome to the club. There is no other subject in the world that brings to you the truth en masse as forensics. Not only does it prove who's lying to you, it proves that God exists when you do enough deep research on this skeleton and how you came to be. Let's open this up. The one-eyed symbolism comes from Lucifer. Lucifer, it's all the same thing. In the Bible, Eve was fooled by the devil. At first, I used to think, when I was a flat earther, I used to think maybe the devil came with a barbecue. Eve had never eaten an animal before. The devil set up a barbecue in the Garden of Eden. Started, cooking the sausages and the pork chops, and that smell went lingering in the woods. Eve cottoned on. She had sandwiches and whatever, barbecue. Adam joined in. They had a cookout. And then God came, and the devil had told them that they were naked and everything. I thought it was something like that, the eating the animals. I don't know why, but I just feel like the devil beguiled Eve, if you get my drift. If the devil looked like this when he came to Eve and beguiled her, and then maybe that was our fall from grace. I've got no idea. Again, it's too vague. The fall from grace is too vague. And we've fallen so far now from grace that the world's unrecognisable to our ancestors. I bet they can't believe it. The world would be unrecognisable to our grandparents right now. And all the things they fought for. Aaron Taylor Johnson, are you in my back file? Oh, mate, you've got to be kidding me. I've done this one, I know I have. Wait. Should have put Aaron T or Aaron J? Should have put Aaron. Let it search. Aaron Taylor Johnson, walking. I'm ranting, I'm sorry. Walking. Shawnee? Oh, hello, Shawnee. You got Billy's Gates, did you? Did you send them? You did. Bink. Oh, you little beauty. Thank you, Shawnee. Save image. That's why he's my best student. Oh, look at some more as well. Oh, Billy, what's going on there? Game over. Inline footfall. Inline footfall. The full mints from the rear. Both of these, all these are full minces, lot. Just the camera's off. She got a big bum. Billy, I finally got you. Well, Shawnee did. Thank you, Shawnee. Home. Absolutely. I just looked up, Sean, and saw it. Thanks ever so much, buddy. Oh, you've made me day. You have, Shawnee. You've made me day. You have. We're looking at Aaron Taylor Johnson. Jared, I love your work, but what's going on here? I've got shoulder tilt on Aaron. Again, that mid-shot look. It looks male, doesn't it? The knee and the foot slightly give it away. It's not a big 8 or 4 o'clock, but it's there. But it looks male, doesn't it? The shoulder tilt gives her away. But it looks male. Which is why I look and Sean looks for the full mint or the full march. We're looking for the top or bottom foot, not the midsection. I do use the midsection now, particularly the Digwas. I love to use the Digwas. But we don't like the midsection so much. We like a top and back gate. It shows the mints or the march beautifully. The mid gate, you've got to be at a certain angle to see it. Look, to see the diamond versus knees apart versus knees together. Remember, rule number 1 is to watch the knees. Blessed are those with eyes that see, for theirs truly is the kingdom of heaven. Jesus didn't say that. I know he didn't. I did. Blessed is he who can tell the difference between a male and a female's gait. For he truly is my brother's keeper and the finder of lost souls and children. Right there, Aaron Taylor Johnson versus the husband. Game over. I don't need to show you anymore, do I? Aaron, what is it? Taylor Johnson. It'll be Aaron Johnson. Let me look. AJ. Judge Johnson. There it is. Aaron Johnson. I don't know why it didn't find that first time. Aaron Johnson. To the top. There she is with Gates. Paste. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Open. Close. Brandon Flowers. Is this a Christian singer? Get lost, Marlo. You're not getting out. You're not getting out. Get lost. Beat it. No, beat it. Gosh, you're gorgeous. I love it when he looks at me and I can see the light in his eyes when I know he's looking right at me. You love me, don't you? You love me. You love me. Do you want a biscuit? No, you want a little bugger. I know, I'm just going to get the dog a biscuit. Oh, what a biscuit? Biscuit. Oh, you've eaten all your food. Want some more food as well? Want some more food? Oh, you want a drink? Final thirsty. You want a drink? Here you go. Here you go. Go get a drink then. Go get a drink. I'm going to take your biscuit for you. There we go. Right, sorry, I'm back. We are looking at Brandon Flowers. I think he's a Christian. Is he a Christian preacher? Are they crosses or braces? I don't know what they are. Images. I think I've done this one. There's not many gates for these Christian preachers. Oh, he is there. Whoever it is. Let's have a look. Brandon Flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4 Digwas and a full mince from the rear. Paste. Brandon Flowers. Tweet. Let's come back to Brandon. Start with the 5 head. The widest at the top, not in the middle. High set, small ears, pink lips. It's a squashy face. It's not a massive squashy face. It's not a tiny face, but it is squashed. It's pushed downwards is what I'm looking for. It's pushed downwards. The pink lips. Once you start seeing these pink lips as well, it's a dead giveaway on a woman. You'll never see a man with bright pink lips. Well, not unless you're at a pride show. Pride parade. Brandon Flowers. Walking. There are gates, but there's only one full mince. Oh, mind you, I might have made this years ago. There might be loads now. From Digwa. And again, the house. Look at the shape of the house or the steeple between the legs, because a woman's thighs are thicker than that of a man, so they draw inwards towards the buttocks. I got shot. Where'd you get shot, son? In the buttocks. I'm out of pictures. Brandon Flowers. There's a nice one with diamonds.